I love this guy. He's one of my favorite Australians that ever existed. Give it up for my guy, Cam Bird.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good to be here. So I am from Australia. And I wish before I came to America, someone had given me the heads up that Americans don't like the word cunt. Because at home it means mates, it means pals. We use it as a term of endearment. We say things like, "Good morning, cunts. How you going? Thanks for the tip. You're a cunt." But when I first got here, there was this woman, and she was holding this baby. I went up to her and I said, "God, that's a cute little cunt." She goes, "I cannot believe you just called my baby a cunt. I've never even said that word, but I think you're a cunt." I was like, "Thank you." Yeah, there's some weird shit going on in this city, guys. Like, are you guys all from New York? Most of us are from New York. Yeah? Give me a woo. Yeah. Have you guys noticed that in the garden beds, there's these signs everywhere that say, "Please curb your dog"? Yeah. So here I've learnt that means to pick up your dog poop. But in Australia, to curb something means to bend it over and fuck it. So when I saw these signs everywhere to "Please curb your dog," I was like, I'm getting a Great Dane. I just got my green card approved, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm going to buy a gun. Because I'm American now. I got told it was going to take 24 months to get approved. It got approved in 6 weeks. Just goes to show that miracles do happen when you're white. Have we got any drug enthusiasts in the house? Yeah. I used to be very much a cocaine enthusiast. In Australia, they call it a greedy nostril syndrome. It was so bad that at one point I actually was about to check myself into rehab. I was about 2 days away from going. And at the time, I was spending $2,500 a week on cocaine. And I got the bill for this rehab clinic. It was $1,250 a week. I remember looking at this bill thinking, nah, that's a fucking waste of money. The name of the rehab clinic was actually called Lives Lived Well. Lives Lived Well. I thought that is a great name to describe the life I was living before going to rehab. A little too well. I've been keeping a dream diary, guys. I've been keeping a dream diary for the last 2 weeks because for my whole life I've had really, really crazy dreams, and I thought it's about time I find the interpretation of these dreams. So I'm going to share with you the last 3 dreams that I've logged. Is that cool? Oh yeah, you have to say yes because it's my set. So the first dream I had, I was actually getting crucified. I told you I have crazy dreams. But it was on an IKEA cross. And I had to watch these guys put it all together. It was a really fucking long dream. But I looked up the meaning of that. The meaning was that I have to get closer to God. Okay. So the second dream I had, I was beside a pool. And I was on one side of the pool. On the other side was a little 1-foot gnome. He was dressed like a mini Santa Claus. He had a red and white outfit with a little white pom-pom on his head. And he comes over to me, but he doesn't come over to me conventionally. He paws over to his face, hovers an inch off the ground, floats over the water, stands up next to me and looks at me with his big gnomey face, grins at me with his big white gnomey teeth, and then goes, woof, 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 barking at me like a dog. So I curbed him and kicked him in the pool, because it's my fucking dream. But I looked up the meaning of that. Gnomes are mystical creatures. I have to get closer to God. Yeah. I probably should have gone to rehab. The third dream I had, this is only a few nights ago. I was actually in a hospital ward, and my wife gave birth to our first child, but it came out as a baby horse. And this thing was running around the hospital ward going, "Look, Dad, I can run, I can run." It's like, yeah, you're a fucking horse. And then he takes off, he runs the 100 meters in 4.5 seconds. I didn't even need to look up the meaning. I knew. My wife's been fucking a Jamaican. Do you guys ever tell yourself something that isn't true, but you end up believing it? Like a limiting belief? We've all done that, right? We've all told ourselves things in life that aren't true. 2 years ago, I went to Ecuador and I did an ayahuasca retreat. And I flew there. It was in the Amazon rainforest. It was a 10-day retreat. And I did 4 ceremonies. Does everyone know what ayahuasca is? I just want to... Yeah, we all know that. If you guys don't know, it's a juice that you drink made from a vine that gives you a psychedelic experience. Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. And I'm sitting in the first retreat, okay? I take this shot of ayahuasca, and within about 45, 50 minutes, I start feeling the effects. I start feeling really deep, heavy feelings. I start seeing red fractals. And then the spirit of ayahuasca appears to me. Now, I'm a very visual person, so I'm going to show you guys what I saw, right? This is my wife's dildo. And this is mine. She was... Let me see if I can get these colours right. All right. She was this neon creature, right? And she had this beautiful, long hair. Right? She had a long, slender body, long legs, long arms, massive tits, huge. I was in love. And she was dressed in this snake, right? We all got that? All right. I feel like a pilot right now. One of those guys directs the plane. Laugh. That was fun. First time doing prop comedy, guys. Thank you. But she comes up to me. She's like, "Cameron, I have something to tell you." I go, "What's that, Mrs. Ayahuasca naked woman with dressed in a snake?" She goes, "You're gay." I was like, "I'm gay? How the fuck can I be gay? I've never even liked a dude. I've never looked at a dude. I've never done anything with a dude." She goes, "You're gay." And I don't know if any of you guys have ever taken ayahuasca, but it starts making you really sick. So I'm now grabbing a spew bucket. I'm just heaving in this thing. She's going, "Gay spew." And then I run to the toilet because I have to do a shit. She's like, "That is the queerest thing I have ever seen in my life." And for 3 nights, over and over and over and over and over and over, she just calls me gay. Relentlessly. And for 3 nights, I just fought her. I was like, "Fuck you, I'm not gay, you fucking sexy little fucking neon bitch." And at the end of every ceremony, everyone gets around in a circle and talks about what they saw. Or the experience that they had. And one woman was talking connecting with her dead grandfather. Another guy was saying how he connected with his dead grandmother. And when it got to me, I was like, I didn't feel anything. On the last night, I take the ayahuasca and I start feeling the effects. And I didn't want to be there. I was fucking over it at that point. But I was like, I've paid for this, so I'm going to do it. And I'm a drug enthusiast, so... But the last night I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to fucking surrender. And I take the ayahuasca and I just say to myself, fuck it, you know what? If I'm gay, if I'm really gay, I'm going to be the gayest cunt there ever fucking was. I'm going to suck all those fucking dicks. I'll even take it in the ass. Because that's what gay people do, right? I don't know. It's not my dildo. They're both my wives, I promise. She comes up to me. She goes, Cameron, I have something to tell you. I was like, what the fuck now? She goes, you're not gay. I was like, well, why? Why? For the last 3 nights have you been calling me gay over and over and over and over? She goes, I just wanted to show you what happens if you tell yourself something that isn't true over and over, which we all do, you eventually believe it. I was like, so I'm not gay? She goes, nah. But God, it'd be funny if you were. I've got a big dick, 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 I've got a big dick. Hey, you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much.
Give it up for my man Cam Bird, y'all. I thought she was calling him gay because of the accent. Are you guys ready for your next comic?